his opponent, hailing from Angel Grove, California, weighing in at 155 pounds, accompanied to the ring by Scarlet, ladies and gentlemen, Agony!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FOW Hardcore Holiday. Blake Chadwick alongside the Outlaw, J.R. James. J.R. Milo Beasley making his return to FOW for the first time since we went old school back in September. You, of course, were there, part of that old school battle royal.
Yeah, I remember.
I know you do, and he will certainly be taking on a former FOW heavyweight champion of the world, one of the biggest stories in FOW over the summer, Aron Agony.
Yeah, Aron came out like gangbusters, won the world championship, defended it quite a few times. For just such a young guy new in the business, you wouldn't think he'd capture the world title, but he already has that feather in his cap, so he's a contender, definitely.
Lost that title in the ladder match to Tommy Vandal due to some nefarious acts by one Chuck Orr, and of course Chuck then subsequently turned on Tommy Vandal, joining up with the Sean Allen, who's your current reigning and defending FOW champion. But Aron Agony trying to build his way back up. You saw him on the winning side of that traditional Survivor Series 4-on-4 elimination style matchup back at Thanksgiving Leftovers, looking to build that momentum here against Milo Beasley. Bell sounds this one's underway. Fernando Jimenez, your official for this contest. Aron Agony and Milo Beasley.
Well, when you made mention of Sean Allen, the current FOW World Heavyweight Champion, you can't compare the experience of someone like Allen versus Agony. Agony's a great guy. He's a great wrestler, young kid, lots of energy, but he still needs to put some wear and tear on the road and ply his wares before I think he has a chance to win that world championship again.
Beasley with a 44-pound weight advantage in this one, wearing down Aron Agony to start. I completely agree with you, JR. Aron Agony needs to continue working matches, not even just in FOW, but all throughout South Florida. Travel the state, go out of state, because this kid's got a ton of potential, just needs a little more seasoning.
Oh, definitely. The guy has a lot of heart, and a lot of these younger wrestlers, they do just what you said. They wrestle anywhere, anytime, anyone, just to get the experience. And I remember when I was his age, and that's quite some time ago, but before they had cars, we would ride our horses up and down the state pike to go to the matches. But all seriously, you do. You take whatever matches you can get, whether it's Jacksonville, Southern Georgia, Alabama, Birmingham. Next night you're in Fort Pierce, so you got to put a lot of road wear on, as we call it. And he's just starting, but again, been a world champion and holds his own.
That is the wrestling business to a T right there by the Outlaw J.R. James, former multiple-time heavyweight champion of the world throughout the entire country. But J.R., taking a look behind us here as we see Anthony right there on the skyfold. Aron Agony jumping from that distance just a couple of months ago.
Yeah, and we were just sitting just to the right of where he jumped, and he leapt into the air.
We'd be in range right here.
Oh, yeah, we would definitely be in range. We'd have been splat range. That's what would have happened. But he must have jumped another 10 feet in the air and came down a good 25 feet.
Agony has no fear. That's one of the reasons he's going tooth and nail with all the top superstars in FOW. Tommy Vandal, Sean Allen, Milo Beasley right here. Anyone that comes his way, he'll certainly take on. Even if it's a Barrington Hughes, he'll certainly go after him. And look at him set up right here. Beasley with a nice roll through. Puts him into position, and a nice arm drag takedown by Agony. Nice moves right here.
Well, again, I think just a little bit more conditioning, a little bit more weight on Aron Agony, he would have turned that around. Again, he's a very light competitor, so it works against him, I think, in a lot of ways.
You see that spin kick by Agony. This kid takes risks at all times, never fearing anything, and Milo Beasley certainly in that same boat, so should be a nice meshing of styles right here. Well, these two superstars.
I came up in the business in a different era where we wrestled, and you went hold for hold. Now it's more high-flying, a lot faster, a lot of, like you said, high-risk maneuvers. A lot of these guys don't last as long in the wrestling business now because they have to have a vertebrae seized up or something because of the amount of punishment that they put their bodies through. Not that they're not great wrestlers, they are.
Oh, wait a second. Milo Beasley playing his lips right there on Scarlett, and Aaron Agony's not going to have any of that. The flip dive over the top rope, and Aaron Agony's fired up.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. I mean, the guy is just like unbelievably fast, and before you know it, he's doing that corkscrew thing over the top rope. And Beasley's seeing the birds on top of his head.
Of course, in your era, JR, it's more that catch as catch can style.
We wrestled more. I mean, the marquee is wrestling. I don't care what you say, future wrestling, whatever the wrestling promotion is. The marquee is wrestling, and we still wrestle, but these guys really do push the envelope. I wouldn't have thought of even trying some of these stunts and high-risk maneuvers when I was their age. I wanted to be longer in the business than just 5 or 6 years.
Right, that's certainly going to be one of those factors that Aaron Agony is going to have to play against his entire career. I mean, this kid's only been in the business a little over a year or so, and he takes risk after risk after risk. I'm sure he keeps his eye on things. Well, if he wants to have that long career, he's going to certainly have to be at a more conservative style as time goes on.
Well, he has youth on his side, and let me tell you something about youth. When you're in there and you're getting slammed and suplexed through tables and flipping over the top rope, your body takes a tremendous amount of punishment. But younger guys heal faster, and the older guys like myself, well, it just kind of blends from one week to another. It's just always hurting. So he has youth on his side, and he'll go a long way.
Milo Beasley in firm control here. Beasley hasn't been a regular in FOW for a little while, but you got to imagine, JR, taking out the former champion is certainly going to put him right there on the radar of that executive committee.
Well, again, we discussed this in one of the earlier matches. Yeah, I mean, if you're here at the FOW, you're here to be the world champion. You might be a tag team specialist. You might want to be tag team champion. You just want to be a has-been and never will be. I won't name names. But you get out there, you do your best, you try to win.
So wait a second. Beasley has him in fireman's carry position. Agony's going to fight out of it. Irish whip, reversal by Beasley. And Agony tries to rotate over with the head scissors, and he's going to walk right into a discus forearm.
Well, again, that's where having some experience comes into play, and Beasley definitely has the experience behind him. And cut him off with the pass.
And Milo Beasley here.
I got such a great surprise for you later. You're going to be I know that when you were growing up as a kid, you followed this guy. You watched him on TV. I have a big surprise. I'll give you a little bit of a clue. He was a former world tag team champion with Moi.
Well, JR, don't know if I'm going to have the time to bust out the encyclopedia while we're calling this contest, but you're certainly building this up.
It's on the front page of the encyclopedia. It won't take you. When you're number one, you're always in the front.
That is very true. The Outlaw J.R. James encyclopedia, many pages deep.
Yeah.
And Aaron Agony going for the high-risk move.
That, and you got the pages cut out so you can put your flask in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just like the Outlaw.
Yes.
As Beasley now going to town with those headbutts.
And again, watch Beasley. He's very calculated in what he's trying to set up and do. And again, that comes from being a veteran and learning his wares.
I saw him scrounging in the garbage before the show. Must have got enough energy here to put himself in position against Aaron Agony. Aaron Agony knocks him off. Wait a minute. Beasley's down. Agony's on the top rope. Could this be it?
Another high-risk maneuver.
Wait a second. Who the hell is that? Who in the hell is that, JR?
I can't.
The bell rings. This man is in here. He's attacking Aaron Agony.
Oh, wait a minute. Frank is brought
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know. Now Beasley's after him.
And Beasley picks him up. The bell keeps ringing here.
I can't.
This guy pushing Fernando Jimenez around, and Fernando's going to go for a ride. He's had a tough night.
That looks like Ernie. No.
I'm not 100% sure who this is, JR.
I know. He looks similar to a wrestler I used to know.
Wait a second. He's going to back away. And just like that, he's going to get out of this one. Aaron Agony's going to win by DQ.
Yeah, tonight we've had unbelievable twists to these matches. I mean, and you know that it's amazing.
Disqualification, Aaron Agony.
It's just amazing that the executive committee, who are all here tonight, are not doing anything about these outside interferences. So it's So I guess Aron Agony is the winner by disqualification. I'm sure he didn't want the match to end like that, but it's a win nonetheless. And Beasley is wondering what in the hell happened.